Florence, late 1800s. A young man named Guccio Gucci was not yet the founder of a fashion empire. He was just another worker trying to survive in a world where opportunity belonged to the few. As a teenager, Guccio left Florence and traveled to London, where he worked as a bellhop and elevator attendant at the prestigious Savoy Hotel. Day after day, he carried the heavy trunks of the world's elite. Aristocrats, actors, diplomats. These were no ordinary suitcases. They were works of art, made of fine leather, brass locks gleaming, lined with silk. Guccio observed every detail, the stitching, the handles, the way these pieces spoke of a lifestyle far beyond the reach of ordinary people. He watched the wealthy arrive with entire steamer trunks of gowns and suits, attended by servants. He listened to their conversations about Paris, about Milan, about the season's fashions, and somewhere between the lobby and the suites of the Savoy, a dream began to form. When he returned to Florence, Guccio opened a small shop selling high-quality leather goods and saddlery. Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance, had a centuries-old tradition of leather craftsmanship, and Guccio tapped into that heritage. By the 1920s, his shop had grown into a thriving business. His luggage and saddles were known for their durability and elegance, sought after by the city's wealthiest travelers and horsemen. Guccio was no longer just an observer of luxury. He was creating it. Guccio's vision would not end with him. His sons, Aldo, Vasco, and Rodolfo, saw the potential to transform their father's workshop into a global name. Together, they began to expand beyond Florence. In 1933, Aldo Gucci introduced what would become one of the most iconic logos in fashion history, the interlocking double G. It was bold, simple, and elegant, a perfect symbol of the family's ambition. Gucci opened stores in Rome, Milan, and by the 1950s, in New York City, becoming one of the first Italian brands to conquer America. The company introduced the Horsebit loafer in 1953, a sleek leather shoe with a polished metal horsebit across the front, a nod to Gucci's equestrian roots. It became an instant classic, worn by movie stars, politicians, and jet-setters around the world. This was Gucci's golden age. Elizabeth Taylor carried Gucci bags. Jackie Kennedy wore Gucci scarves. Grace Kelly, Peter Sellers, and the Duke of Windsor all became devoted customers. The name Gucci came to stand for La Dolce Vita, the sweet life, Italian glamour, effortless sophistication, and a touch of scandal. But behind the velvet curtain of Gucci's boutiques, a storm was brewing. Aldo, the visionary marketer, clashed with his brother Rodolfo, the former actor, over the company's future. The brothers fought over expansion, over profits, over who had the right to steer Gucci's destiny. By the 1980s, control of the company passed to Maurizio Gucci, Rodolfo's only son. Maurizio was a dreamer. He wanted to restore Gucci's image as the pinnacle of luxury. But Maurizio was inexperienced and isolated. He drove out Aldo, even having him arrested for tax evasion, and took full control. Under Maurizio's leadership, Gucci expanded too quickly. Costs soared, profits collapsed. The company that once symbolized quiet luxury was drowning in debt, and Maurizio's personal life was in chaos. His marriage to Patrizia Reggiani, known for her glamorous style and fiery personality, fell apart. Their divorce became one of the most bitter and public scandals in Italy. Patrizia did not take it quietly. She saw herself as the rightful queen of Gucci, and she was about to prove that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. March 27, 1995, Milan. Maurizio Gucci arrived at his office on Via Palestro. As he climbed the steps, a gunman emerged and fired 4 shots. Maurizio collapsed, dying on the marble floor. The murder shocked Italy. In the fashion world, who would kill the last Gucci to run the company? For 2 years, investigators searched for answers. And then, the truth came out. Patrizia Reggiani had hired a hitman. The trial became a media circus. Patrizia appeared in court in glamorous outfits, unrepentant, earning the nickname the Black Widow. She was convicted and sentenced to 29 years in prison. The scandal nearly destroyed Gucci's image. But even as the headlines screamed, something remarkable was happening behind the scenes. Gucci was about to stage one of the greatest comebacks in fashion history. Enter Tom Ford. In 1994, Gucci appointed the young Texan designer as creative director. Ford's vision was radical. He stripped Gucci down and turned it into the sexiest brand on earth. His collections featured plunging silk gowns, velvet suits, and provocative campaigns that shocked the industry and sold out instantly. Celebrities embraced the new Gucci. Madonna, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jennifer Lopez turned Ford's designs into red carpet moments. Sales exploded, and Gucci went from near bankruptcy to a multi-billion-dollar empire. Tom Ford made Gucci dangerous, desirable, and impossible to ignore. After Tom Ford left in 2004, Gucci's identity seemed uncertain, until 2015, when Alessandro Michele took the helm. Michele's Gucci was a riot of color, vintage inspiration, and gender-fluid fashion. His shows featured models in embroidered capes, 70s-inspired suits, and sneakers with crystal detailing. Gucci became the brand of the Instagram generation. Bold, eccentric, and unapologetically maximalist. Under Michele, Gucci's revenues more than doubled, and the brand became a cultural force, from music videos to streetwear collaborations. Today, Gucci is one of the most powerful names in luxury. Its story is one of ambition, betrayal, tragedy, and rebirth. Guccio Gucci could never have imagined that his small Florence workshop would become a brand worn by movie stars, rappers, and royalty alike. But perhaps he would recognize the obsession with craftsmanship, with beauty, with legacy. Because Gucci, for all its scandal, has always been about more than fashion. It is about power, and sometimes that power has come at a deadly price. If this story fascinated you, share it with someone who loves a mix of true crime and fashion history. And subscribe to Untold History for more deep dives into the brands, figures, and mysteries that shaped our world.